Welcome to Ballinacarriga in the heart of West Cork. Join us as we take a look at various aspects of the local area, including the Bandon River, Ballinacarriga Lake and Ballinacarriga Castle. We will also be looking at the distinguished part the people of Ballinacarriga played in the fight for Irish independence, as well as the history and development of the Randallogue Hurling and Football Club. Soaring high over the surrounding countryside, the castle walls look southward to Ballinacarriga Lake and northward to the Bandon River. Described in Bennett's History of Bandon, published in the 1860s, the castle is a strong square tower nearly 100 feet in height and stands on the crest of a bold bare rock which rises 40 feet above the waters of an adjoining lake. Randallogue O'Murilla, local Gaelic chieftain, was the original owner of the castle, which was completed in the late 16th century. The year of completion is thought to be 1585, as this date is carved on the interior of the castle. The full inscription, 1585 RMCC, is taken to refer to Randallogue and his wife, Courtney Quillan. The disastrous defeat at the Battle of Kinsale in 1601 would have severely affected the fortunes of Randallogue and his descendants, as the English invaders took the opportunity to increase control over most of South Munster. Father James Dawney, appointed parish priest of Dunmanway in 1818, commenced preparations for the building of the church within the first year of his arrival in the parish. Prior to that, Mass had been celebrated within the castle only a few hundred yards away, but over the years it had become increasingly unfit for this purpose. It is thought that the building of the church was completed in 1821, and though there have been modifications and improvements since, the main structure has not been altered. Ballinacarriga Lake is situated between the higher ground of Eden Curragh to the west and Ardea to the east. The boglands surrounding the lake was once a hive of activity in early summer, with mehls of men occupied in the cutting and saving of turf. The small river which flows from the lake passes close by the castle and to the west of the GAA grounds to where it joins the Bandon River close to Manch Bridge. Passing under the Ballawee Bridge, we follow the course of the Bandon River as it flows through the townlands of Murriach, Inchiffune and Manch. The river continues through Ballineen, Inniskeen, Bandon and Inishannon before draining into Kinsale Harbour. The men and women of Ballinacarriga contributed significantly to the fight for freedom. It is notable that Terence McSweeney came to Manch Bridge on the evening of Holy Saturday 1916 and subsequently attended a meeting in Ballinacarriga with, among others, Paddy O'Brien of Gearlock. This was to arrange collection of arms at Inchigeela the following day in preparation for the Easter Rising. Volunteers from the companies of Lyre, Ballinacarriga and Dunmanway marched northwards on a Sunday morning. However, when they arrived at their destination, they received the news that due to events at Bannastrand and Tralee, no weapons had landed in Kerry. They returned home empty-handed. The movement for freedom accelerated after the executions and internments following Easter week 1916 and grew intense from 1919 onwards. In October 1920, Terence McSweeney died in an English jail after 74 days on hunger strike. The funeral, which took place in Cork City on November 5th, was attended by a huge crowd, including a number of representatives from the Ballinacarriga area. On November 28, 1920, the volunteers of the Flying Column, under the command of Tom Barry, encountered and defeated a contingent of British auxiliaries at Kilmichael. The site of Kilmichael ambush is situated on the road between Macroom and Dunmanway. Included in the column that evening were Dan Howrahan and Paddy O'Brien of Gearlock, Pat O'Donovan of Inchiffune, Dan O'Driscoll of Kilvara and Michael Con O'Driscoll of Granure. The long march from Kilmichael to what is known as the faraway camp of Granure on the evening of the ambush was completed before midnight. Journey fraught with danger, and local knowledge was essential in directing the route, which would have included the crossing of fields and byroads on their journey. These are the playing fields and headquarters of the local hurling and football club, which bears the name of Randallogue. Adjacent to the pitch is the community hall, which was completed in recent years. There is record of a Ballinacarriga-based football team as far back as 1905. However, the present club was founded in 1953. Facilities then were of course nothing like they are now, but success was achieved in the first year. Competing in the West Cork Junior B Football Championship, there were victories over St James's, Carbery Rangers, Drimoleague and O'Donovan Osna. The final against near neighbours Kilmeen was played in November. Full-time score, Randallogue 1-1, Kilmeen 0-2. There were many years of disappointment, but as time went on the club continued to develop, and over the years other titles were achieved. In May 1966, Randalls fielded a hurling team for the first time. This eventually led to a county championship victory in 1992, a memorable year. It took 4 games to defeat St Oliver Plunkets in the West Cork final, but these were followed by victories over Liscould after another replay, Belcooley, and then the county final, Tullylease. This achievement was repeated in the millennium year of 2000. The second Sunday in November again saw victory over Liscould, this time in the county final. Finally, we look back at the development of the Randallogue playing fields, which was completed in 1990 after years of work and planning. The purchase and development went ahead in association with the Ballinacarriga and Lisbealach Community Associations under the chairmanship of Conor O'Driscoll. of this presentation, but the story is not over. Each year brings something new, and who knows what the future years will have in store for us.